We're the Talent Report, the website bringing you good news about great talent. So for the months of February and March, conservative talk show host held half of the top 10 spots for the Talent Report's list of syndicated influencers on Instagram. But for the month of April, we actually had some music personalities step up their game. And what's even more interesting is there are 5 names that were not on the list last month that had phenomenal months and did a great job on Instagram. And as a result, they made our top 10. Now, what's the criteria to make the Talent Report's top 10 list of syndicated radio Instagram influencers? 3 categories. The first is average interactions. Think of that as the engagement. So for everything that's posted, how many people are liking, how many comments, how many reactions are each post getting? Then we take the amount of followers and give that weight as well. The personalities that have the most followers obviously score higher. And then we also look at growth. The percentage of growth is very important because if you have a great footprint, but you're not engaging and you're not growing, you won't see those type of personalities on our top 10 list. However, those with smaller footprints who do manage to have great engagement with their audience and are also growing consistently definitely see the results. And that's why you see so many different levels of followers with people who've made our particular list. So coming in at number 10 is Bobby Bones. Bobby Bones was on the list in February, but he fell off in March. He went from number 10 to 21. So he didn't have too great of a fall when he went from February on the chart to March off the chart. One of the things that I think helped him was he had some great looks on the NFL draft. It wasn't just on ESPN. It was actually on ABC for, I think, 3 different days. So that exposure probably helped. And just being in Nashville amongst all that madness was probably something that really helped him grow his footprint a lot. 44,000 are the amount of followers that Bobby Bones gained in a month. And that's a 4.91% of growth. And overall, he has a pretty good footprint. He's getting close to 2 million with 950,000. Coming in at number 9 is Meta Gandhi from Elvis Duran and The Morning Show. She continues to be consistent, and that's why she's in at number 9. And one of the impressive areas for her was her growth. She continues to do well and gained 10,000 followers for the month of April. Sebastian Gorka, he dipped a little bit. He was number 3 for the month of for the month of March. And now for the month of April, he's number 8. Another consistent person, 6.99% is the rate of his growth. And he also had a really good interaction rate at 6.92%. Zach Sang continues to do really well on social. Just like Bobby Bones, he was on our list in February, took a little break in March, and returned for the month of April because of his great numbers on Instagram. I think the most impressive metric that he had this month is his engagement rate, because his average rate of interaction was 10.68%, which is really great in comparison to the other talent. Basically, if you see someone get double-digit interaction rate, that's a really great number. Bill O'Reilly from The O'Reilly Update is also really strong on Instagram, even though he doesn't necessarily come across as the type of person that you might think does well on IG. But he really does. It wasn't just the month of April. He also was really strong in the month of March. He also has a great engagement rate, interaction rate, I should say, at 9.44%. But another awesome metric for him is his rate of growth. He grew 20%, and that means he gained 10,000 followers. But wow, 20% in just a month is outstanding on Instagram. Sean Hannity from The Sean Hannity Show, he took a little break for the month of March, just like some of his other chart mates, if you will. He comes at number 5 for the month of April, and he has really good numbers across the board, and another great month for Sean Hannity on Instagram. But the biggest rate of growth for the month goes to Donnie McClurkin from The Donnie McClurkin Show. He gained 51,000 followers in 1 month. That's more than some people will have, period. But beyond that, just look at this rate of growth. 39%. That's awesome. So he comes in at number 4 for the month of April. Coming in at number 3, Stephen A. Smith, definitely consistent when it comes to Instagram. One of the actually interesting, there's several interesting metrics about him. So on his Instagram account, he had 1 million likes. 1.8 million likes for just the month. When I look at other people on the list, the second was Bobby Bones. He also had 1 million. He had 1 million likes, but Stephen A. Smith had 1.8 million for the month. His comments, he received more than anyone else on the top 10. He had 46,000 comments. And just to give you perspective on what a big deal that is, the person who came in number 2 was Sean Hannity with 25,000. So he almost doubled what Sean Hannity did. And then he also has the biggest footprint with 1.619 million. At least that's what he had for the month of April. So Stephen A. Smith, his very honest take on sports continues to be great engagement for his audience. The first time on the list is Big Boy, coming in at number 2. Great month for Big Boy because he came all the way up from number 81. Impressive metrics for him. Definitely rate of growth at 10.13%. But beyond that, he just has a really strong interaction rate. And as you can see, his consistency with a strong base of followers, great interactions, and a great growth rate propelled him to number 2 on our list. And number 1 for the 4th month in a row is Ben Shapiro from The Ben Shapiro Show. But what continues to fascinate me about Ben Shapiro is that he hardly ever posts. He literally posted twice this month, or for the month of April, which is double what he did for the month of March. And he still continues to kill it. He did 1 video, he did 1 photo, and because the engagement on his content is so high, you definitely see his interaction rate is one of the highest at 12.81%. Actually, it's the highest on our top 10. And beyond that, he has a great footprint at 1.53 million, and his rate of growth is 6.08%. So he gained 89,000 followers in 1 month. So Ben Shapiro's strategy of being focused on quality instead of quantity totally works for him. And it just goes to show you don't have to post aggressively to see amazing results on Instagram. So congratulations to all. Thank you so much for listening, and please continue to check out the Talent Report.